What's the best conference in college football, Pat? ACC, Big 10, Big 12, Pac-12, SEC.
What do you say?
Ooh, top to bottom, I'm going to still say the SEC, even though it looks like Alabama and a bunch of schmoes to a degree. But the schmoes are pretty good, so I'm going to give the SEC a narrow edge. The ACC had the best season it's ever had last year. They had a national champion. They had an Orange Bowl champion. They had a Heisman Trophy winner. But I'm not sure that league top to bottom is as deep as the SEC is.
Well, I mean, would you not agree, Pat, that there is a southeast bias though when it comes to college football in our industry? Would you not agree with that?
There's probably some, but I think that was in part generated by winning 7 straight national championships.
True.
I mean, that's putting the money where the mouth is there. But yeah, there's probably been a little bit too much of a hangover from that of people, just kind of automatically ascribing the SEC the bulletproof status. I certainly don't think that applies anymore. Again, I say they are the best league, but not head and shoulders the best, which I think they were for a lot of years.
Well, I mean, that's 5 years gone now, that 7-year run.
Yeah, I mean, we've moved on. I mean, the ACC's won a couple of titles. The Big Ten, Ohio State won one, and I think that it's different times. And I look actually at the coaches in the SEC, and I say, who is the second best coach behind Nick Saban? I think there's a real gap there.
So give me a team that nobody's talking about that might, because that always happens, that winds up in the Final Four. Give me one that can go on and run here and wind up in the Final Four that few people have on their radar screen this year.
Yeah, I mean, I'll stick with Oklahoma State for that. As far as another kind of surprise team, maybe not going to the Final Four, but going to the Big Ten championship game, I like Northwestern to win the West. They've got to go at Wisconsin. They've got to go at Nebraska. But 2 years ago, they went to those places and won both games. They've got a real experienced team. They've got a great running back in Justin Jackson. They've got an improving quarterback in Clayton Thorson and a lot of good players on defense. So I like Pat Fitzgerald's team.
Okay, so then who do you think they play against in the Big Ten championship game, with Penn State looking as strong as they did at the end of last year? Yeah, and you've got Michigan, Ohio State, all in that same division. What do you got for me, Pat?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a great battle between Ohio State and Penn State to win the East, and I'll take Ohio State there. I think that they get Penn State in Columbus this year, and look, Penn State's going to be really good again, but they had a lot of comeback victories. They had some close wins, and I think that they were good, but they were also pretty fortunate, and sometimes it's hard to have that kind of fortune 2 years in a row.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on radio stations across the country and audience.
If you like that video, be sure to download our app. Don't have any memory on your phone? Let's start to delete some of those slow-mo videos you have, and you know which ones I'm talking about.